Okay, I am picking up this run through right where I left off. I went through the first level and then went to town just to sell what I had on me. And one thing you want to do in Diablo 1, especially when you're playing a sorceress, is always check for certain things. For sorceress, checking for books is really important. You don't have traditional skill points when you level up in Diablo 1. You got all of your spells actually by finding or buying books, and it would increase your, either give you a new spell or increase that spell by 1 point. I can't afford really anything in here yet, but I just kind of wanted to take a quick look in here. Book of Healing, Lightning Wall, which was something added in Hellfire, Book of Warp. I'm not really sure what Warp did. Was that, I'm not sure if that was added in Hellfire. And then they get Scrolls, which are more like single use. They got Firewall here, which I'm kind of tempted to buy because I'm about to fight the Butcher, and I remember Firewall in particular was very, very useful on the Butcher. So I might just do that while I'm here, kind of wasting a little bit of money, but it'll be like a little protection for later. Used up like half my mana, or half my gold. But we're just gonna go back into the dungeon. You could also go in town and look at gear. Griswold has armor, you can go gamble. Just do a quick tour here. So the witch is kind of to the southeast of town. Griswold is over here, and then you got like, sometimes you get quests or there's news from different characters, basic items, premium items, things with stats on them, basically. Kind of like magical items in Diablo 2, if that's what you're familiar with. Pepin will always heal you.
What ails you, my friend?
He auto heals you with the DevilutionX, which I think there was actually a button you had to click on.
Good day.
Jillian. And also Adria is, of course, if you play Diablo 3 and its expansion, she becomes very important to that story. There's Wart up here, who, of course, everyone gets Wart's leg in Diablo 2. He basically lets you gamble. You pay him 50 and he'll show you an item, and then you have the choice to buy that item. Kind of similar to how gambling was in Diablo 2. And we're gonna go and see if we can get through a couple of levels up here.
Please, listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus. He led us down here to find the lost prince. The bastard led us into a trap. Now everyone is dead, killed by a demon he called the Butcher.
Just leave that guy there, and he's like always there. Kind of weird. Yeah, let's set up some hotkeys. For whatever reason, you could only hotkey 5 through 8, I want to say it was. So 5 will be Firebolt, Charge Bolt, Healing. Yeah. And I've got the speed about like halfway to its max. You don't want to hit those early on. They have a good tendency to explode in your face. Pretty sure that's the butcher's room right there, and I'm definitely not prepared for it yet. But he cannot open doors, so... Part of the problem with this speed is it's not just you moving faster, it's the entire game world. So normally, like in my mind, Diablo 2 is very much like an action RPG, emphasizing the action side of it. Whereas Diablo 1 was much more of an RPG, like a slow-paced, almost like a strategy RPG, like a SRPG. Like it's not turn-based because, everything is moving in real time, but you'd move forward and like one enemy would come and you kind of have to like clear it out as you're going. Like there's more thought and strategy in everything you're doing than Diablo 2. And I love Diablo 2. Diablo 2 I think is the better game, but this one is a bit slower paced, more methodical. Like you definitely can die in an instant if you make a mistake. Like rushing into a room before you're ready. Like I constantly do. Holding Alt to see everything is glorious. That's like one of the coolest things that this mod does. But it's just crazy to be playing this in ultra wide. Another cool thing is it works on Android and also things like the Switch and NDS. There's like mods for it. Ooh, book of search. I didn't even. How do I get in there? Oh, there's a door there. I just ordered a Retroid Pocket 2 Plus, which it's like 30 days out on deliveries right now, but it's a little 3.5-inch retro portable console. I really, really want to test out and see if I can get this running on there. I don't see any reason why you can't. I think that'd be really cool to explore this on a portable handheld. And then, of course, I've got the Steam Deck on order already, but I'm more interested in playing a little bit more modern games. Like Diablo 2 Resurrected, I'm pretty sure I can get running on the Steam Deck either natively or streaming it through Steam Link. You can definitely see the kind of history of Diablo 2. Like so much of that game came directly from the original Diablo. Spells and the setting, and like this is basically Diablo 2 but a little slower paced, more methodical, like fewer choices as well. Like the skill system in Diablo 2 is far and away better. But there's something kind of cool about this as well. And I am cheating a little bit in that I'm saving my game. In Diablo 1 it let you kind of save scum to some extent, where you could just kind of like reload your save if things went poorly. I'm going to try to do that as little as possible, though. But I'm definitely not doing, like, an Iron Man run here. This is my first playthrough in a number of years, and I'm also playing, like, the weakest class at the beginning of the game. Didn't I have... Yeah. Oops. Got that firewall scroll, and I have a feeling I'm gonna have to use that on the Butcher. The Butcher is one of the most frightening enemies in like all of gaming in my mind. Like they kind of weakify him in Diablo 3 when he shows up, but here it's like he can one-shot you so easily if you're not ready for it, and you open that door and he's just like fresh meat, and then walks out and just murders you basically. It's glorious. Kind of miss it. Stop moving. Some magic immunities. Okay. That's not good. So maybe I can get him with the lightning. Stop dropping it.
I cannot carry anymore.
Okay.
I cannot
Holy
carry
boat.
anymore.
Nice. That's really good for, what is it, the Skeleton King you fight? What's his name? Lyric? Probably need to go to town here soon, but let's just finish clearing. Wish you had weapon swaps. That would be cool. Didn't have to keep doing that. That'd also be nice because he could have the sword and shield on my switch if I need to melee at all. And I'm thinking I'm gonna probably be doing like relatively, oops, I didn't mean to go all the way down. Short sessions, like try to keep this to maybe like 30 minutes to an hour. Okay, not immune to lightning. That's good to know. Should probably go to town and sell some junk. I really can't carry all of these staffs on me. If I remember right, you can just leave stuff in town though, and it never disappears. Or keep. Well, I can't remember if that's a good thing or not. Short bow.
I cannot carry anymore.
Okay, I think that just like revealed enemies on the map.
I cannot carry anymore.
That was one thing in Diablo 1. There were a ton more shrines and things like that. Like Diablo 2, they were all like temporary buffs, but in Diablo 1, you'd find shrines that like, you know, give you extra armor. You'd find shrines that will like treat a stat like, you know, lose one strength and gain one magic kind of deal. I'm gonna have to do a couple of runs down at this rate. Maybe I'll find a book that helped me. Book of Firewall would be nice. Chain Lightning is really good too.
Where would I put this?
Inferno.
I do not have a spell ready. I do not have a spell ready.
Okay. Church Bolt, not bad. And you can generally just immediately use those as long as you have the magic for it. "20 charges of Holy Bolt. Cool.
I do not have a spell ready.
One cool thing, the Sorceress gets this free skill that lets him recharge his staffs, though he loses charges when he does that. But like when it's just a weak staff, like for the beginning of the game, it's like not that big of a deal. But is it not? Is it in the next room? Yeah. I really gotta run to town. Sell some stuff. If I remember right, these sell a little bit better. That is a town portal. Oh, there was another room over there. I didn't see it. I'm using these potions a little bit too freely. Might be ready for the butcher by now if I use that firewall. If I can do it right, you open the door, you damn, just that doing now. And a 19 damage. Does it not say on all the skills or only on... Charge Bolt's pretty good early on because it's a kind of an AoE attack when you don't have a lot of that early on. Do. Now is closed. I don't know. Did that close all the doors on the level or something? Some of the shrines do like weird things. Or maybe if you had a town portal open, it would close it. Go ahead and run to town, sell some junk.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Forgot. You have to go to like the right. So he only buys some weapons. She only buys some things. I think this is where the Hellfire quest is down there. It's been so long, but I'm pretty sure that's part of the Hellfire like dungeon.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Burno, I can't remember if that's good or not. But you don't really need that.
I cannot cast that here.
I think it's just like Diablo 2, like a big spray of fire.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
I really just need to get the spell of healing. But then eventually you're gonna get the mana shield, and like healing is kind of not that necessary at that point. I'm gonna leave some of these in town, I think, in case I need it later, but I don't really want to drag it with me. I didn't even look at what books she had. I should have checked that. I wonder if there's a setting where you can just turn on.
I
It's weird
sense
because
a
I thought there
soul
was
in
auto
search
run
of
in town
answers.
in Hellfire, but I can't seem to. Maybe this mod
I
doesn't
sense a
have that.
soul in search of answers.
Book of Inferno, Scroll of Curse. No, that's weird. Can't remember like what sells for a lot and what doesn't. Yeah, and your thing disappears. That's kind of annoying. I'm gonna like run everything back and forth. Two items though. Okay, so my old favorite trick, opening the door, laying firewall down, closing the door, does not appear to be working on the butcher. They must have changed something. Um, you can also sometimes lure him to like grates like this, like close the door, shoot him through it. This is a broken door, blocked door won't let me do that. I know one other trick. I'm gonna see if I can get it to work. It has to do with using the stairs. Okay, so you want to lead him to the stairs, and if you are very lucky,
Fresh meat.
you can get him stuck, just like that. And you don't firewall yourself in the process,
Spirits of the
hopefully.
dead are now avenged.
Hell yeah, because that would have been so much harder without without firewall and without trapping him there. I got the cleaver. We'll never use that on this character. But I might hold on to that just to be able to use for swaps for getting the right items later. I should probably go to town. If they ever do a remake of Diablo 1, like, some pretty gnarly gore in this game. The Diablo 2 Resurrected, it's no slouch in that area either. Like, there's some gross looking stuff in that game. I forget what this one even looks like. Okay. Keep that just to be able to use later. And Holy Bolt's really good for, but I'm gonna get books also. I don't know if I should be holding on to these or just selling them. Space. I guess I'm gonna do a quick town run. Need to keep some books on me. Some town portals, I mean.
Whoa, what can I do for you? Whoa, what can I do for
With
you?
how much it sells for, I think I'm just gonna sell it actually. It's only 10 durability too. Can't remember if identifying
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
if I spend the 100.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Okay, usually you get your gold back, except in this case. Braspo of Dyslexia. That's good. It's actually less chance to hit and negative magic. So that was actually a waste of 100 gold, but I got some decent golds from the other stuff. I should probably just sell that staff because I'll get... It'll be easier just to carry potions on me than switching out the staff constantly. And what'll it get
I
me?
sense a soul in search of answers.
It's only 130 though. How many charges was it? 16. 6 of 18. That's a lot of mana potions, actually.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
I really need to just get the gold for books. See anything I need. Book of Lightning Wall, still not enough gold though. Death of Firewall. Keep moving. Oh yeah, that guy does disappear after you kill the butcher. It's been a long time since I played straight through Diablo 1. Like, I want to say 2000... When did Diablo 3 come out? 2012? 2013? Played through it completely from scratch back then. Get this stuff. Yeah, there's a chest right here. Let's keep going. We'll do one more floor if I can. Diablo 2 is still by far my favorite of the series. But this one has a special place just because of, like, it was the original. And the first one I played. But by today's standards, I mean, it's fairly archaic. Lots of zombies. Could use some holy gold. Two, 6, 7.
Where would I put this? I cannot carry anymore.
Did armor break completely? I think it must have. Diablo 3, as much as it is hated by a lot of people, I actually didn't dislike it. It definitely has issues, and there are things that they, I think, did poorly. But there are things I like about it legitimately. I think the end game, I'm not talking about the itemization, but the randomized dungeons and the many different end game options are really cool, and I kind of wish if they do continue to develop Diablo 2, that's, I think, what they should add, not more story. Ooh, jeez. Not like another act or something. I feel like that would diminish Diablo 2
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Save. But some kind of end game, like a endless dungeon, randomized dungeons, just something where you're not always able to anticipate what you're fighting. Because I feel like that's part of why Diablo 2 can get stale after a while, is you're fighting, you know, ancient tunnels, and you know exactly the type of enemies you're going to run into, the type of immunities you're going to run to, ad nauseum. And having like another area where it's like, okay, you could end up fighting anything in this area. It could be, you know, something with immunities. It could be something with special attacks. It could be, you know, different combinations of enemies and mods, and like I feel like that would add a lot of longevity to the game and make it where you can't just do one spec and win. I think they could also add over time additional rune words and items. Like maybe each ladder season add like 3 to 5 new rune words and maybe a new unique item or something. And then when the ladder season's over, add it back into the main game, and it would give like a reason for people to try out the ladder each season. But then that stuff would eventually filter into the non-ladder season. But it would give like, hey, you want to check out this new rune word? Well, either you wait until the season's over, or you come join us in ladder for a couple of months. I think that'd be a cool solution. So first, I need the book though, not the scroll. Being kind of upset when Diablo 2 came out and like the books were basically just tomes for your town portals and your scrolls of identify. I need that holy book, actually. Keep clicking off there for some reason. Does that not? I don't think the scrolls of search do anything now that this mod lets you hold alt to see everything on the ground. I thought that's what it did, but could be wrong on that one. Okay, I'm just gonna end this level and then pick this up another day. Charge bolt, go. Give me some books. Book of Firewall, yeah boy. Everything else is not as useful, but that Book of Firewall, yeah, that's pretty nice.
I cannot
Book of
carry anymore.
Reflect, I don't remember Reflect. Is that another? Probably could have sold that one, but I wish I'd give you more damage on what it did, because I do not at all remember that one. 18 to 54. Firewall is good for certain things, though, but not everything. Oh, man, I hit... Oh, I didn't realize that was auto-load. Damn it. Okay, I didn't take me back too far. Okay. Done with this floor. Yeah. The only problem is that can hurt yourself. I feel like they're not as dumb as they used to be. I feel like you could trick them a lot more easily.
Not enough mana.
The auto gold pickup in Diablo 2 is pretty nice as well. If they ever remaster Diablo 1, that's something they could definitely do, and I would not complain. Any... Okay, down to 4. Before I do that, I'm going to finish clearing up here. I think. Using those things they can't get through to your advantage definitely helps. Oh, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
have no
Oh,
room.
book of healing. Sweet. Definitely needed that. So now I don't have to carry around that. I can sell that stuff I get in town. I think this floor might be cleared. Oh, there's a little pathway over here. Let's just check. Got way too many of these stupid. It's nice that they take them out of your inventory, though. Ooh, that's a gold. Give me all your gold. Alright, I think we're clear now. Maybe it's just maxing mana for now. Or magic, that'll let me learn higher spells and give me more mana. And I know I'll get mana shield hopefully soon, which definitely helps. And then you don't really need anything in vitality strength just enough for your gear. So like, I'm actually, if I can get that mana shield, that'll be fine. Okay, I think I'm going to end it actually here. I'm going to try to keep these videos like 30 to 45 minutes, and I think it's about that long so far, and I'll pick this up on level 4 on my next video. If you're into this, if you're enjoying it, please do drop me a comment, a like, or a subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it. Thank you again for watching. Have a good night, everyone.